Hello, Dhirendra sir. This is me, Ashish Shah, and I'm here to represent my assignment work that I have developed for the coursework 2. So this is my raw code that I have just developed with my own with the support of Nate as well. So this is 285 lines code that I have developed for the assignment 2. So let's start a simple descriptions from the very top. So here I have just imported all the modules that are required for this system. In first I have got cryptography. So what does cryptography does is that it's basically one of the library from the standard Python libraries, and it is just for this library is specially used for the encryption and decryption or any kind of key management for any kind of text that we are trying to encrypt, otherwise decrypt, maybe asymmetric or maybe desymmetric. So these are the different libraries from cryptography, inside cryptography, which can be learned more from the Google Chrome. So I hope you check that. Now if you move to the 10th line of the code, we have got main underscore menu, which is a function that I have defined over here. And the basic use of function is that while coding, it just reduces your amount of work. So I've just defined the function named as main underscore menu, and we can call it later very quick. So yeah, these are the simple codes which I think I don't need to explain to you. These are just print messages which is basically asked to the users to make it more user friendly. Now when you go to the while, these are the codes which are like in the this is while function, and I have just included if, elif and else. So this is kind of if the person chooses one or another options, it's just gonna prompt the message in their as per their need. And again we have got one more function which is named as RSS underscore encrypt. What I have done here is that the basic function of this function is to ask an encrypted key into the form of asymmetric and then just store it as named as public key. And these are some basic example of these are the basic datas of the asymmetric keys. And we have here again we have just prompting the user to input message, and when they input, we're just gonna try and keep it in under the function. Now let's moving forward. Now we are moving to the this keys underscore dr. The main function of this is to save the public and private keys to separate files in the keys directory. The main function of this code is that. Now we have just prompt the user, basically the user to give us the data that we are looking for, so that we can convert them into a simpler form of message, either asymmetric or desymmetric. Now we are here. These lines of codes are I have just copied it from GitHub, but in depth I don't have knowledge about them. But surfacely I know they are doing some kind of conversion between the keys, which is the main function of this program or this software. And we have saved the private key. With these codes we are trying to save that private key into a document form into the folder that we have just made this software. Now this is the same thing. We can go through that. And moving forward, okay, so now we will move. These are the same things as I have mentioned above. These are the like main kind of code of lines that are used to encrypt the message and then decrypt them and then just present them into the software. Now we are here at the another functions that I have defined and named them as symmetric encrypt. So what if a user just gives me an symmetric encrypted text, then I'm just gonna decrypt them. So the function I have defined them as sim underscore encrypt. So whatever the lines that I have written here, the basic function is that it prompts the user for the path to the encrypted message file and then encryption of password, and then they just read the encrypted message from the file, which is when they have prompted the user to give their message, and then they're just going to encrypt it with this algorithm hashes. Using the hashes, we are just going to encrypt them, and after that we are just going to derive the decryption key using pbkdf2, which I have just mentioned in this code. You can see in the screen. And after that it just creates a Fernet decryption object with the derived key, and then it just decrypts the message using Fernet and then decryption object, and then it just saves the decrypted message to a file in the message directory, which all these codes are simply defined by them. and afterwards we are just going to display the success message over here. And again we have got the RSA decrypt, which is basically again the trying to we are again trying to decryption using the RSA asymmetric detection method, and it just prompts the user for the path to the encrypted message file and private key, and then loads the private key from the provided file path. And afterwards it just reads the encrypted message from the file, and then it just decrypts them. And the decryption algorithm is written over here, which in which we have used again hashes, and it's SHA-256, and we are again prompting the user to give us a message, and then again we are just converting them into a file. So these are basically the same, and now we have started using the libraries function over here from the cryptography module, and these are the things. And afterwards we are again using the same functions to call the result that we are looking for. And again we had function sim_decrypt, where we are again prompting the user to input some kind of data, so you could just convert them into a more relevant data. And here we have this we want the file name where we want to save the decrypted message using the fernet, and same goes with the asymmetric and symmetric as well. So we are printing the encryption method algorithm is written over here. This is all about my program, and now I'm just going to run the program. So here the first option is going to ask that choose an option, encrypt a message, decrypt a message. So I'm going to choose one. I just want to encrypt a message. So encryption mode selected, choose encryption method is going to be asymmetric, and then I just want to enter the I want to encrypt the message, so I'm going to write my name is Ashish. Okay. So enter the initial name for the public key. File without extension is going to be file without extension is going to be file. Private key saved to keys file dot private. Okay, so the keys, whatever the data I have provided, they have just been saved with the name dot file dot private. So this is all my program all about, and I hope you find my program helpful for this assignment 2 of the programming and algorithm module. Thank you, sir, and here I end my video.
एउटा कुरा भनौँ।